a poor family, and a new hope. Near Lahore there was a small village where a poor family lived. The family had a father, a mother, and 5 children. Their house was very small and old. The roof leaked whenever it rained, and the walls had many cracks. Even though they were poor, they loved each other very much and never lost hope. Every morning the father woke up before sunrise. He prayed and then rode his old bicycle to the city to look for daily labor work. Some days he earned 1,000 rupees. Some days he earned 1,500 rupees. On good days he earned 1,800 rupees. Every evening before going home, he stopped at a small shop and bought flour, tea, sugar, milk, and sometimes rice or lentils. If he had a little extra money, he also bought biscuits, chocolates, or small toys for his children. As soon as he reached home, the children ran outside with happy smiles. Father said, "My dear children, I have come home." The youngest daughter smiled and asked, "Father, did you bring something for us today?" The father smiled and took out a small packet of biscuits. "Yes, my little princess. These are for all of you." The children laughed with joy. The mother worked in the house of a wealthy family. Every morning, she cleaned the floors, washed the dishes, washed the clothes, and worked very hard until evening. At the end of every month, she received only 5,000 rupees. One day, the lady of the house asked her, "You work so hard every day. Why do you always keep smiling?" The mother replied, "My children are my greatest blessing. Their smiles give me strength." The 5 children attended a government school. Their uniforms were old and their school bags were worn out, but they loved learning and dreamed of a better future. One month, everything became difficult. For many days, the father could not find any work. Every morning, he went from one place to another asking for work. "Sir, do you need a laborer today?" The answer was always the same. "No work today." He visited another place. "Please give me one chance to work." Again the answer came, "Come back tomorrow." Day after day, he returned home with empty hands. The little savings of the family slowly disappeared. There was no flour. There was no rice. There were no lentils. There was no sugar. There was no tea. There was no milk. One evening the children sat quietly in the small room. The youngest son asked, "Mother, when will dinner be ready?" The mother tried to smile, but tears filled her eyes. "My son, there is no food in the house today." The little girl softly asked, "Will we sleep hungry tonight?" The father looked away because he could not stop his tears. He hugged all of his children and said, "My dear children, never lose hope. God is always with us." That night the whole family prayed together. The father prayed, "Lord, please open a new door for us. Please provide food for my family." The next morning he again searched for work all day, but nobody hired him. As the sun was setting, he sat beside a road in Lahore feeling tired and hopeless. Just then an old friend saw him and stopped. "My friend, why are you sitting here alone?" The father answered, "I have searched for work all day, but nobody gave me a job. My children have nothing to eat. I do not know what to do." His friend listened carefully. Then he smiled and said, "Do not lose hope. There is a ministry called Bible to Love Ministry. They care for families who are in need. Come with me. They will listen to your story." The father asked, "Will they really help someone like me?" His friend replied, "Yes, they help people with kindness and love. Let us go together." They traveled across Lahore in a local rickshaw until they reached the Bible to Love Ministry office. Several volunteers welcomed them with warm smiles. One volunteer said, "Welcome, brother. Please come inside. Tell us what has happened." The father slowly shared his story. "I am a daily laborer. I have 5 children. I could not find work for many days. There is no food in our house. My children are hungry." The volunteers listened with care and compassion. One volunteer said, "Thank you for sharing your story. You are not alone. We are here to help you." A few minutes later, they brought a large food package. It contained flour, rice, lentils, cooking oil, sugar, tea, milk, salt, and many other daily necessities. They also prepared small gifts for the children. There were biscuits, chocolates, notebooks, pencils, school supplies, and toys. Then another volunteer handed the father an envelope. "This is financial support for your family. We pray that it helps you during this difficult time." The father could not hold back his tears. "Thank you so much. Today you have given my family hope again." The volunteer smiled and replied, "We are happy to serve people in need. We pray that one day your life will become easier and that you will also be able to help others." The father thanked everyone and returned home with the food supplies and gifts. When the children saw him, they ran outside with excitement. "Father is home." The father smiled and said, "God has answered our prayers." The children looked at the bags with surprise. There is flour. There is milk. There is tea. There are gifts for us. The mother covered her face with tears of joy. "Thank God. Our children will not sleep hungry tonight." That evening the family shared a warm meal together. The children laughed. The parents smiled. The house was once again filled with hope. Before going to bed, the father gathered everyone together. He said, "Never forget that even in the darkest moments, God can send help through people with loving hearts." The whole family prayed together with thankful hearts. From that day forward, they never forgot the kindness they had received. They promised that whenever they became stronger, they would also help families who were suffering just as they once had.